You do feel lonely. It's like, oh, Dad's gone again. Because we were so young, that's all we knew. My last job was so stressful and so demanding. A&E thought I was having a heart attack. Not always dwell on it, not always think about it, because I think it would just eat you alive. The pressure is all on you. The pressure is all on me. So if it doesn't work, I don't pay the mortgage, or I don't put food on the table, you know what I mean? There's been some days where I didn't want to come. How's this going to work? How am I going to pull this off? My name is Richard Jonathan Harvey. People call me Rich. I was born in Aldershot in a military hospital in 1990. Because my dad was in the military as well, as like a kid, we moved around every 2 years. At the beginning there was 4 brothers, so 4 boys, and then my mum and dad split up when I was about 5 or 6, maybe even earlier. And then, so then I went to live with my dad after a couple of years then, so it was just me and my younger brother moved around with my dad then. So when he went away for courses or things, or to war, to Afghan or Iraq, you do feel lonely. It's like, oh, Dad's gone again. Even like exercises when they're gone for like 6 weeks in Germany and things, you do feel like, oh God. And you do get in from school, do the same routine. I remember as a kid, you just try and get through the days faster, so then your dad come back then, if that makes sense. A big chunk of my kind of latter end of year 6 into secondary school was in Germany, which was like really, really good. I always remember when I told my teachers that I was joining the army, there was like, do something out of the ordinary, or do something better, or do something, or join as an officer or something. There was a big decision that was made with my dad. He immigrated to Australia, and it was basically, he said to me, look, you can stay in the UK or come with us to Australia. And me, being me, I thought, oh, I'll do my own thing. I'll join the army and grow up, kind of thing. But yeah, and then my little brother went to Australia. But yeah, it was a kind of big decision for a little kid at the time, you know what I mean? I was 15. Because I was in the REME, we moved around every 2 or 3 years anyway. Moved around so much as a kid did kind of set you up to move around and adjust and try and be robust that way, move around with the army as well. So you get good at making friends. You get good at being a people person. I was quite a people person anyway. And again, because I was good at my job, it was kind of like, you get that bit of respect anyway, so you make friends anyway, just from being good at what you did. You get a key person or a personality or a mate or a boss in every unit you go to. I think there's always someone that's, or a group of people that's kind of key to making that person or that unit not just a success, but you're having fun, working. But yeah, I think in every unit I could probably pick a person or 2 out that go, yeah, he's a legend, he'll have my back, you know what I mean? So I officially left the army in February 2020. Not a lot of people know this actually. I was medically discharged from the army for chronic stress and anxiety with depression. Yeah, so that's when I officially left. It took me, I had a year, nearly a year of sick leave because I was kind of like in that much of a shit place in terms of my like mental health, and I didn't know I was like stressed out or didn't know what was happening to me. And it was literally when I was driving back to camp from here is when, boom, I had an absolute meltdown. I didn't know what it was because I was always like on the top of my game, and I forgot how to walk. My Mrs. Lou had to like drag me up the driveway because I couldn't use my legs. That's how bad I was, because I didn't know what was happening. It just kind of hit me into tunnel vision and all this. So yeah, the kind of episodes was absolutely insane. Ended up in A&E because no one knew what was going wrong with me, because I didn't know either. A&E thought I was having a heart attack. Bear in mind I was this fit lad. I think the blood pressure, I remember seeing it on the screen, was 270 over 220, which is insane. And as soon as I said I was in the military, they was like, oh, okay, cool. Discharged me from A&E and said, I'll go see your military doctor. So yeah, that was kind of that. And then I had treatment, like psychiatrist treatment for a year, and I couldn't work in the army for a year before I actually got the honourable discharge from the military. I knew I couldn't physically do the army anymore. I was completely done. I did 13 years. I know people do longer and people do shorter, but I did a lot in that time. But being discharged was kind of like a bit of a breath of fresh air, fresh start kind of thing, and I wanted to do my own thing then. Well, the plan was, because my background is I'm a technician, I'm actually a domestic installation electrician as well, and all my engineering background. And the plan was to walk into any engineering job with a decent enough wage, just so I can actually live. But then a month after officially getting out of the army, COVID hit, and I wasn't earning a penny. Obviously, leaving the army on them terms like we've just discussed, I wanted to make sure what I did next, I wanted to enjoy. So I just literally, what do I enjoy? Still as a kid, it was outside, fitness, all the sports. So I thought to myself, what do I enjoy? It's fitness, it's the gym, it's helping people. So I put it all together and said, right, doing the personal trainer or personal coach is what I'm going to do. The original plan was get the course and just be a run-of-the-mill PT. But I did some maths and quickly realised that it's not going to pay my mortgage. Gym's open in April. I got planning permission the 1st of April. I opened the 9th of May. Literally 4 weeks later, after planning permission, I opened for business. Got it all in. And obviously the family were like, oh, it'll be fine. You always pull it off. But yeah, saying it's going to be fine doesn't pay the bills. You know what I mean? But yes, as I paid the bill for all this equipment, because I bought all of this, was that night I was like, fuck, this is actually happening. And then I just rolled with it and just went with it and made it happen. Yeah, it's been mega stressful, absolutely mega stressful. Because I think the pressure is all on you. The pressure is all on me. So if it doesn't work, I don't pay the mortgage or I don't put food on the table, you know what I mean? So no one in my family has ever owned their own business except from like me now, because we're a military family anyway. But yeah, it's been very, very stressful.
6 months on from the 9th of May when the gym opened. You know, how's it been since then?
It's been absolutely mad. There's been some days where I didn't want to come. There's some days where I wanted to leave, just because of how exhausted and tired I was, in all honesty. Yeah, it's stressful, but you still got to provide a product and service for the customers. But yeah, it's been really, really good. Like to say, it's highs and lows, but it's been absolutely brilliant. When I have a client come in and they're pissed off from work or whatever, and then they leave smiling and laughing and happy, that's my job. Not just building big muscles or whatever. It's when they leave happy, I'm happy. There's not a business or gym that I know around here that one puts on parties for their staff, yeah, they all do, but puts on a bit of a get-together at events, parties, or like a games or something for their members, and that is what's going to set me apart from every other gym around here.